Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. It's kind of funny the last couple of days, even though I haven't really been talking to a lot of my clients lately about it, a lot of other people, people in the store that I talked to, or my radiologist last night was asking me a lot about meditation. And I think it's kind of interesting because a lot of times people think it's almost like a movie. Like you need to sit with your legs crossed and your hands on your hips and or on your knees, and you've got to do a certain thing to get into a meditative state. And I thought it was really interesting because the radiologist I met last night was so sweet, and we talked for a long period of time. But they had been teaching their daughter how to meditate, and their daughter's 6, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I wish I had done that when my kids were 6. It would have changed a lot of things. I would say that part of it is that they have it very structured, that it's a very structured event. And a lot of people are like, you have to have this kind of music and you have to do this and you can't move and you can't talk and you can't do anything else. There's a couple of suggestions that I give to even my students or clients that come to me, or even people I meet everywhere, about meditation is number one rule is do it where you're comfortable. Okay. For me, that would be in my bed. That could be sitting on the floor somewhere on a soft, comfy pillow or carpet. That would be where I would start with. Second off, is if you like music in your normal everyday life, then try music. But don't just try one kind of music, try lots of music. Music that has flutes, or music that has piano, or music that has guitars. I really, really, really love to meditate to Indian music, Native American flutes, reed music. So I found probably 10 or 15 different types of music that I really love to meditate to, and I'll rotate them out just depending on my mood at the time or how I feel about it. You can also do what is called a moving meditation, where you don't just sit still. You would play the same kind of music, but just move your body to the music, almost as if you're dancing with the notes, is the best way to put it. And you want to just have an amazing time rolling on the floor. It could be rolling on a bed. Sometimes I will have pillows thrown out on the floor with me and kind of hug with them and snuggle with them as I move around in my moving meditation. So it's just one of those, just whatever resonates with you. Lastly, I would say is when you first start out, to have a notebook by your side. And I always say a click pen because that's click, click, click. I can click it on and write a note, because a lot of times, like, you'll get in a meditative state and just like, okay, deep breath. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have something at the dry cleaners I need to go pick up. And then I can write that down on my notebook and with my pen and let it go. And then I'll do it, get in my meditative state again and just kind of like relax. Here we go. We start deep breathing. And then it'll be like, oh, I forgot to do this. So I can click my pen, I can write a few notes down, and then it kind of like, my mind goes, now she has it written down, I'm not going to forget. Now I can move forward in meditating and relaxing. And you can always come out of your meditation, write a few notes. If a book comes to mind or something that a friend said, you can write that down. So you've got your notebook and your pen by your side, and that's just an amazing way to start. So once you do that, try just meditating anywhere and try different places, by a lake, walking your pets, and a lot of times you meditate and you don't even really realize that you're doing it. Sometimes you're like little mundane tasks like washing dishes or mopping the floor or sweeping the floor. Your mind isn't really in what you're doing. Your mind is really meditating, and that's when you're more likely to get information coming through or be able to see or hear things that are from the other side. And so I always tell people, relax and enjoy it. And the more you do, the more fun it gets. And it's kind of like addictive. The more I meditate, I love doing it. I meditated during my MRI on my knee the other day, to the tune of 15 minutes, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And when she came in and said, it's all over with, I was like, are you serious? It's time to go now? I'm like, oh my gosh. Because my mind was relaxed. I wasn't worried about holding still or holding my breath or anything else. I was just enjoying my time with myself. And that's where great messages come from. So I just want to leave you with that meditative state of mind. And y'all have an amazing day, and I will leave you another message soon. Bye.